What's up, everybody? Joseph Davis here, Jad's Pipes. This is a VR for Pottsville Piper. Before I get started smoking my little Missouri Meerschaum hardwood, gifted by me by a Tennessee Bull, and in it smoking a Orlick Dark Strong Kentucky. A lot of this stuff is good stuff. But this is a VR to Pottsville Piper. Congratulations, brother, on your subs. That's awesome. Been catching up on some of your videos. I'm a newer subscriber, and love your content. Content's pretty nice. I enjoy it. In your home, man. I'm a big sucker for antique stuff, road stuff, and love when you do the videos in your home. Using my little Jad temper, hand card temper. But you asked your subs for your contest. At least three small things that make you happy. I could go on about all kinds of stuff that make me happy, the little things. Right off the top of my head, the number one thing is probably my girls. I've got two girls. One's 13 and the other one's 11. Just to hear them laugh and be happy, that's probably one of my biggest. I love to hear them laugh, even when they was babies. To hear them laugh, it just melted my heart. It made me smile, made me feel good. Even to this day, and it's sort of weird. Even to this day, when they was babies and they would laugh, I could still hear that laugh. It may sound silly, but I could still hear that laugh in their voice. You know, when they's babies laughing, tickle them, doing silly faces, whatever. That's one of the small things that I dearly cherish. Um, Something might happen one day and not be able to get to hear their laugh. So it's a part of me that's locked in my brain that I can. It's almost like when they cry, I can hear a hurt cry, a desperate cry. Same way with their laugh, I can hear them giggle, or I could hear them just bust their pants loose laughing so hard, and it takes me back to always when they was just itty bitty things. One of the second things I say, the second that the little small things is my pops. I love I'm a pop nerd. I love that people like my pops. Even my collection of my own pops that I've got, old pops, new pops, weird pops. Those pops make me happy. Just to think about where some of these antique pops that I've got in my collection, just to think where these pops have been, where they're going. Even making my own pops. When I'm dead and gone, my girls come across somebody that has one of my pipes and says, hey, your daddy made me this pipe, or even further on down the road, your grandfather made this pipe for me. Something that's going to carry on after I'm gone, and somebody that's going to get enjoyment out of it. That is probably the number two thing that makes me happy. That's pipe making. My girls and my wife and my dog, it's sort of all together on that one. And I'm not sure about the whole tobacco thing, but and what people's outlook is on tobacco, which I really don't care. But I come from a family line of tobacco farmers. My generation was the last ones to quit raising tobacco. Costs, regulations, the whole 9 yards. You got new bacteria that's hitting plants. Just everything. I blame it on the economy. Um, Driving by one of these old farms that we used to work or we used to lease out land to people, or people would other farmers lease out land to us while we grew our tobacco. Some of these old dirt roads. Um, I live in the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. I love the mountains. I love to go to the mountains and hang out up in the mountains. But driving one of these old county roads and seeing these old tobacco farms, and it being a family effort uh, for generations every year for these families to work these farms. Um, that's another thing that makes me happy. You put your blood, sweat, and tears. Everybody gets in. The whole family gets into raising the crop. Um, you're just about broke, making ends meet right before the harvest. You harvest, you house it, you grade it, you take it off to the warehouse, go to the house to sell it, and you know, come Thanksgiving, everybody's eating good. Uh, all the kids, everybody pretty much has what they want for Christmas. Um, they they get the I don't know. I guess their hard work ends up paying off. I remember when I was younger, we used to work like broken down mules, until our tobacco sold, and then it's like when it's sold, there goes money for repairs for the equipment, patching up a barn, um, doing stuff around the house. Kids got what they wanted for Christmas. Everybody was happy. Everybody was taken care of, and then it was like the whole thing started back over. You're like, oh yeah, we're good, we're good. And then when the season started again, it was one of those dreaded things that all the extra time and money was put into the tobacco. I worked in the tobacco, and once it was loaded up and took back to the warehouse next following year, buddy, it was just like it's like, God, we're going to make it one more year. So that's one of the things that makes me happy, seeing some of these old tobacco farms still up and going, and the same families, but generations later, um, still working it, still reaping their rewards. This day and age, there's too many people that's I guess, too anti-tobacco. They shun the tobacco industry. Um, but there is still some of us that's out there that just loves it. But anyway, that's three of my smallest things. Like I said, I could go on forever. I was going to say the mountains of East Tennessee, Smoky Mountains. I grew up in those mountains, played in those mountains, played in the streams and the little forks and the rivers and stuff in the mountains and the Smoky Mountains. To this day, I take my kids religiously and my wife and my dog to the mountains. We go to Cades Cove. Just stay up in the mountains, even with them being older now. Next weekend, we're going to the mountains. We'll probably be up in the Smoky Mountains for 2 or 3 days. There's all kinds of stuff to do up there. If you're not into the hiking or doing a little fishing in one of the streams or sightseeing or something of that nature, there's always stuff like in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and Sevierville area that, people that don't really get into it, they can go sightseeing and check some of the stuff out. But that's also one of my little small things. The Smoky Mountains of East Tennessee. Like I said, I live in the foothills of the Smokies, and it's home to me. I've been here my whole life, and generations before me has always been where I live at, and just love it. But anyways, brother, that's about it. I know that's pretty quick, but I just thought I'd jump on here and do a quick VR before it got a little bit too late. Keep up the good work on your subs. Keep up the good work on your channel. I love your content, man. Good content. But anyways, Jad's Pops here, Joseph Davis. God bless and smoke on, and good luck to the rest of the people at dinner. Have a good one, brother.